Hi everyone and welcome to another Top 5. I'm Adam and this week I'm going to be listing off my top 5 gaming disappointments. Starting with No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was going to be something special. A truly endless game made up of billions of planets that were generated by a complex algorithm that you explored with other players. What we got was a okay survival exploration game that lacked variety and got boring after a few hours, and lacked all of the multiplayer components. If there's one good thing to come out of it, it's the phenomenal soundtrack by the band 65 Days of Static that I think everyone should check out because it's just super good. There's also been a couple of updates since I last played it, and the latest one apparently added a slight multiplayer component, but I feel like the original release has left a bad taste in many people's mouths that they just can't get rid of. Mass Effect Andromeda. The long-awaited Mass Effect Andromeda had high expectations before it was released, but they couldn't hit them due to terrible facial animations, really bad bugs, and terrible glitches that just ruined the game. There is some of the original trilogy spirit in there, but it takes a lot of time to get to it. Luckily, there's still that urge to speak with all of your crewmates, and the quests that are attached to them do get quite interesting as they go on. And also, they got the vehicle, the N.A.M.E, to actually work, unlike the Mako in the original game. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Zelda games always have high expectations thrust upon them before release, and they usually meet and sometimes exceed them. Skyward Sword, however, is one of the few games that missed the mark. The controls were bad, the dungeons were bad, and Fee was annoying, constantly breaking the flow of the game to tell you that of an item that you've picked up hundreds of times before, and also if your batteries were low. It wasn't all bad though, as all of the other characters were really well written, and the art style was absolutely beautiful and got the most out of the underpowered Wii. Destiny Rise of Iron. Destiny is a game that I like a lot, enough to buy a t-shirt at least. When it came out, it was an okay game that had a lackluster story and not much content. Then The Taken King came out, and the game got shot up into the good areas. It had enough content to keep you going for the whole year between the release of that one and the release of the Rise of Iron expansion. Unfortunately, the Rise of Iron expansion took all of the goodwill that was built with The Taken King and crushed it. The story was an hour and a half long, and just as it was about to get interesting, it ended. The main threat of the DLC, the Seaver virus, was poorly explained and didn't really get what was going on with it. Was it a virus, or was it a sentient being thing that controlled others? It just didn't get explained at all. On top of this, there was also a severe lack of content that just ruined the experience for me. Like, after that an hour and a half story missions, there was just nothing to keep you gripped and coming back. It was really disappointing, and I hope that they don't do the same with Destiny 2 that's coming out in a couple of weeks. Watch Dogs. When Watch Dogs was announced back in 2012, it gained a lot of hype due to its amazing visuals and interesting hacker concept. However, when it was released in 2014, it immediately got a load of backlash due to its downgrading visuals and repetitive and boring gameplay. The game also had a terrible plot, and the main character was not likeable at all. The game also suffered a load of bugs, and people were getting tired of Ubisoft's open world formula, or at least I was. It's the game that made me wary of everything that Ubisoft was ever going to produce, and that's why it's my number one pick. So there you have it, the top 5 gaming disappointments. Leave your own in the comments below, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to keep up to date with everything that we upload here on the N.A.M.E channel. See you next time.